How's it going, everyone? I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of editing on this video. Just wanted a disclaimer. This is my first video, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about something I've been thinking about. That's how both my videos are gonna be. So if you like what you hear, if you like what you're watching, comment, subscribe, all that. But yeah, let's get into it right away. So I wanted to talk about how pretty much our world that we're living in right now is pretty much identical to the Pixar movie WALL-E. Obviously, we don't got a bunch of huge people floating around in chairs all day, but in a way we kind of do. So like, as far as the youth going outside and being around kids nowadays, you can see the effect that technology's had already. My generation, I was born in '05, so my generation was kind of like on the weird middle ground where we grew up with the tech, but then we also grew up without some of the tech. Like, I remember when I was a kid, my first early years, I didn't have any new tech. I had the old gaming systems. I had the Xbox 360, the Wii, playing Black Ops 2, quick scoping. I had satellite TV with Caillou on it that would come on at 8 a.m. and Sweet Life on Deck that come on at 2 in the morning. So I feel like my generation, at least from my perspective, was like the last generation that had the pureness of tech before it became super centralized. And what I mean by that is, like, obviously tech and the internet was never a great thing, but I feel like it definitely started off in a better place before companies started seeing how much it took the world by storm and how much they could profit off of it. Because I feel like when that started happening, we have literal systems in place by the internet, on the internet, that keep us on the internet. For example, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm not going to get all scientific on y'all, but I saw there was a study somewhere that, like, scientists did, saying that the state your mind gets into when you're scrolling on TikTok is hypnotic. And I mean, me and you both, we probably scroll on TikTok, and an hour or 2 hours will pass by like it's 10 minutes. So I think there's definitely some validity to that. But so the movie WALL-E, I don't know if you watched it. Hopefully you have. It's a great movie. You should watch it. Really cute little love romance with these two robots. Anyway, pretty much humans have left Earth and they're on this spaceship going to this other planet because all of their waste has pretty much made the Earth like a landfill. So pretty much you have these people on this spaceship and they have everything they need at their fingertips. They're on their screens all day, playing games all day, on FaceTime all day, talking to people. If they need food, if they need drinks, they can reach their hand out. A little robot will come and deliver it to them. Their chairs are already on a track. They just have to set where they want to go, and the chair will take them there, self-driving. So yeah, it's a pretty good movie, but it's also, I feel like it was made as a kind of a warning, or even as like even as like a prophecy of what's to come, because it's already kind of happening. We all pretty much are like kind of cyborgs if you think about it. And before you click off this, listen, we all have our phones attached to us 24/7. I don't know a single person, even in their 60s or 80s, that are not going outside with their smartphone every day. It's just a necessity nowadays. You need to know how to get somewhere. See, me, I know how to get around my city, but you put me in any new city, I gotta use the GPS. My mom always tells me how back in the day they used to have maps. Like, I don't know how they did it, because like the GPS is just too convenient nowadays. But back to what I was saying. Excuse me. But yeah. So they have food, entertainment, communication, shopping all at their fingertips. They need groceries, they get delivered. Need dinner, they get delivered. And that the society in WALL-E is designed to remove friction. It's designed to replace the normal things that we should be doing with pleasure and with entertainment. One, so it makes the people that are living in it feel like they're in a paradise, but two, people that are profiting from it are profiting at such greater margins. And two, all the convenience of it does sound great, but humans being evolved through movement, effort, and interaction. We didn't evolve from sitting around looking at screens all day. We evolved and we built the world. So I shouldn't say evolved, I should say the world that we built today was built on movement, effort, and interaction. And if you look around, everything's starting to look the same. Games, especially nowadays, are all getting bland. They've all turned into corporate slot where they're just trying to make the most out of you. And I'd attribute that to Wally World. You know, we live in a modern day Wally World where if everyone's going to keep playing, staying behind the screen and buying the new game every year, buying the new iPhone every year, they're going to keep making just the same thing over and over. They're not going to innovate anything new because they don't have any competitors. I have a friend, his name is Jimbo. Great dude. I haven't talked to him in a minute though. I should probably hit him up. But he was very much into, like, in high school, he was very much into, like, all this self-help stuff. And he'd always, like, just be spewing quotes out. But it was one quote that's always stuck with me from Jimbo. That boy Jimbo said, "The wolf on top of the hill is never as hungry as the one climbing it." And I mean, you can see that in almost anything. You know, like, for example, you got like a place like McDonald's, a place like Burger King, and a place like Wendy's. Okay, those technically, with the hold it has on society, McDonald's is on top. But McDonald's food, in my opinion, is the worst. You know, I can make a whole separate video on McDonald's and what I got filmed by McDonald's. But McDonald's is just not good food for you. You should not be consuming it. And any fast food, I mean, Burger King or Wendy's isn't any better. But I'm just saying, the way it tastes, strictly the way it tastes. I wouldn't recommend to eat any of this, but strictly the way it tastes. McDonald's tastes the worst, in my opinion, when they used to taste the best. Because as they were coming up, McDonald's was crazy. When I was a kid, I used to always want McDonald's. Nowadays, if I eat a McDonald's burger, I'm going to probably gag in the bathroom, pause. But yeah. But then you go to Burger King or Wendy's, you know, a chain that's still very prominent, but it's not on top like McDonald's. I feel like you get a lot more value out of your dollar. You got the biggie meal at Wendy's, you got the $2 Frosties, the $1 cookies. So yeah, that's a very small example of that in our world. But in Wally World, which is, you know, from the movie, and in our world too, people just spend their time at work in their little chair, at school in their little chair, gaming in their little chair, scrolling in their little chair. And what we do in the real world, we go to work on our screen, on our phone, trying to pass the time. Excuse me. If we're at work, we're probably scrolling too. You know, every workplace has to put like a PSA about phone use. And it's only getting worse because it's like the more you tell someone not to do so, the more they're gonna want to do so. And in our car, okay, what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. What's crazy? I didn't know people scrolled while they drive. I was going somewhere one time with my friend and his girlfriend. His girlfriend was driving us, and she was scrolling as we were driving, which it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. I'd never seen it before. But that is a pretty normal thing nowadays that people be doing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then the biggest example I say is everything that that's been put in front of us. You know, all the technology, the ease of access to food, fast food, everything. It's hijacked our sleep. And, you know, sleep is a very important thing. We all need sleep, as we know. But your brain and your body actually repair themselves when you're sleeping. I feel like nowadays everyone's sleep schedule is messed up because we can't get off the phone. We just can't put down the phone. Even me, I can't sleep without having something in my ear on YouTube playing as I'm sleeping, which is bad. But yeah, so there's no point I'm really getting to. I'm just kind of highlighting these connections between the movie and the real world, and you know, and these are things we all know. These are things I've known. These are things I know. My family knows. My friends know. But it's just something like I just wanted to put it into one cohesive thought. You know what I'm saying? In one little. It's more so like a journal, but I don't got it right because I don't want to sit it right. I don't like doing that. So I'm just speaking into the mic, what I see, what I feel, and yeah. But I will leave you with this. There's really nothing we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that run the world will run the world, and there's nothing we can do about it. But there are things we can do within our small circle. So I ain't trying to get all inspirational or nothing, but I'd advise you, I'd encourage you to try and purify your small circle of influence in any way you can. But yeah, that's it. I'll catch y'all later.